Hi Leo, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their sun, moon, and rising sign in the zodiac sign of Leo, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread of love, money, and you, and then we'll get a major arcana, and then we'll get a card from the end of the world as we know it, deck created by me that has the lunar moon phases and zodiac signs. Everything has been pre-shuffled, so let's go ahead and begin. We'll get your first card for love. For Leo. Love card for Leo. Love card for Leo. Okay, we have the Two of Swords reversed. So this will be an energy of either you or someone seeing the truth of a situation, or of you as a person, or you seeing someone for who it is that they are. I just get this being recognition and awareness, no longer being blinded to the truth. Release of overprotectiveness when it comes to the heart and not wanting to see things. 2 energy is going to be Taurus energy. And then swords will be air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The polarity energy is present here for you, so that being in partnerships and connections being very significant. So it could be an air sign here that you have been dealing with, or that may be coming into your life. I overall get with this being in love, there being a potential suitor and someone seeing you and recognizing you. This just being traditional, good old-fashioned love and soulmate encountering. 2 people along your path doing what it is that you were destined and designed to do, and the stars aligning. That's what I get there. Let's see what is at the bottom of the deck for you. 6 of Cups reversed. So this is going to be, I do get a breakup happening. I get this just being connected to the whole, what I just said about a path. There being a particular path that's being walked here. And a path of integrity being important. So removing and clearing space, removing energies, people, places, things that do not serve, in order to make space for this. So it's either you, well, both of you could be ending connections. Related to karmic partnerships. And that'll be the 6 of Cup energy, where true love energy, equal exchange and partnership will be more connected to the 2 of Cups. So I do get this being a karmic partner here for both you and whoever it is that is aligning with you, that's meant to be in your life as a partner. Where I do see also too, like this giving energy, this being in reverse, no longer participating in this. I do see a 10 of ending. And then this energy of facing the west, of transformation. There may have been a transformation of some sort. We do have 8 energy all together, where I do get that being karmic energy. You can see someone here giving to a past person. May have been something that was done also to behind closed doors, or wanting to be kept secret or kept in the dark or hidden. So this could also be player energy as well. So someone getting over this, getting past this, both you and whoever it is that is aligning with you, that's meant to be a part of your life as a partner, where you're both in the energy of removing third-party situations. And that aligning for both of you, but it pertaining in a way that's more detailed for each of you and your individual paths and how that's going to work for each of you as individual souls. Cups is going to be water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and a fucus. Okay, let's get your money. For Leo, money card for Leo. This is my shit. Let's turn that shit up. Money card for Leo. Leave us here. So we have the, let me turn that back down. We have the Three of Pentacles reverse. I'm getting love and money being connected. I'm not necessarily getting this 3D based. I feel like what's happening 3D wise is going to be just fine for you. Where I'm also getting love being a central focus here, and that being connected to a true destiny of what's designed and meant for you. So with me saying here, removing and releasing third party, I get this being confirmation of what it is that I said here. And that applying here also in the money section here, where your money may have been affected due to third-party situations and karmic partners. Now that that's being removed, I just get this being a reiteration of what's destined and what's meant for you coming into your life. Pentacles will be Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. The Three energy, and this won't be related. I'm not getting it related to, this is going to be minor arcana, so we're going to keep it where it is on that level. Where I picked up the Three of Swords in reverse also here too. So that'll even further that confirmation of removal of third-party situations. Even the Three of Cups reversed. And then the Three of Wands even too, of no longer waiting. No longer waiting. So something that's meant to happen for you coming through here. Again, I just get an alignment of the stars. The universe being in your favor, working in your favor. Let's see what the other cards are. There's been some injustice here. Energy of 11, connected to Aquarius. And this is a major arcana where I am getting the star card energy, that being a card of Aquarius. That'll be also going back to the polarity energy that was mentioned, connected to what's here. And this is an 11. It's a 2, Roman numeral wise, but you see the 1 and the 1 here. We have that same instance here. So it just, again, confirming what I was picking up energetically with love and money both being connected. There being some unfairness when it came to both of those, with something aligned for you and destined for you being connected to both love and money. Inheritance is what I'm hearing. And it doesn't have to be like traditionally that 3D. I feel like we're getting away from 3D here too, because traditionally that 3D sense of inheritance would be, you know, like grandparents or parents leaving you something as they pass. This is going to be connected to inheritance of soulmate contracts and connections and what's been agreed upon coming into this lifetime and placing energy into this earth, coming into the earth and being born, and that being a birthright. So there being some injustice connected to this when it comes to a third party situation. This will also be Libra energy with the scales being present, justice being here, something being built on lies and that being a part of the injustice with the sword reversed here. I get also too with this being in reverse, it's speaking to an imbalance overall. Taurus and Scorpio will be significant also too. Then I'm also getting the root chakra and the heart chakra. The yellow energy being connected to the solar plexus. Let's see what the other card is. And we do have 3 cards here. So that'll also be a part of that third party situation. You have the Lovers. This is twin flames. So with the energy that we have here and that third party situation being in reverse here, I do get this confirming what I was saying about love and money. This being a card for twin flames here. And something that was destined and meant to be with the angel being present. Archangel Gabriel would typically be the energy for this, but this is going to be, I'm just getting the truth of what we see here with this being a female angel here. So take what resonates. I don't have anything that's coming through. The name Mary is wanting to come through. So take what resonates for that. But you have divine feminine and divine masculine here. This will also be energy of Gemini. The polarity of Gemini being Sagittarius, where I'm getting the Temperance card. The Temperance card being very similar to this energy. And that also being the Sagittarius energy correlating with the Gemini energy and speaking to partnerships. Gemini symbolism will also be the twins. So that'll be significant too. And then the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve are coming through. The Tree of Knowledge and Wisdom being with Divine Feminine. The Tree of Life being with the Divine Masculine. So these two going hand in hand. This will be soulmate energy, wholeness energy. I also get here too. Unconditional love with the 6. And then 6th house energy will be Virgo. Virgo polarity will be Pisces. So you may have a beautiful arrangement connected to your birth chart. Overall, I do see this energy of the sun, and that being important as far as the sun being the ruler of Leo. And this being about an innate energy from within, coming from within, and then this being the representation of your soul. And that being beautiful reflection of what's being seen. And then it just goes back to here, that then leads to here. And then here we have this here. So with also what I get here too, seeing these 2 cards here, and how these have kind of correlated together with the 11s. The 6 being in reverse here, you have the 6 upright here. So this will confirm the karmic partner energy. This will confirm the true flame energy that I picked up as soulmates of twin flames. And then I've already spoken on the confirmation and reiteration of the removal of third-party situations. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. This is strong Mercurial energy. I also want to note that too with the Virgo energy from the 6. Communication. And then the Gemini energy of just great intellect and magician energy, manifesting. But both Virgo and Gemini are ruled by the planet Mercury. At the bottom of the deck, they're the Death card. So here's the transformation that I picked up with the Six of Cups reversed and the West facing energy, removing energy of the past that does not serve, dying to an old way of being. This will be that 3D energy, and moving towards the sun. Where's that sun? Right here. And the sun is the happiest card of the deck. I don't have to say that because you are that. And that representation of brightness, healing, love, joy, peace, serenity, freedom, clarity, truth. The Sun card in the Major Arcana is the card of 19. And that does create a 10. We did have a 10 that's here. Scorpionic energy is very significant also here too with the reversals. This is a card of Scorpio as well, but this is in the upright. So I get getting away from darkness, coming through some darkness, going through a dark night of the soul possibly. Moving away from the darkness and going towards the light. Card of 13. This comes together to create a 4. And that being connected to stability and security. Cancerian energy also too. Unconditional love being significant there. And I could go deeper into what's wanting to come through. Like I get maybe like someone may have had a child on purpose in order to keep someone, and then a person felt obligated to stay because of that, because they had a child by someone, having that false belief that you have to be with someone because you have a child with them. But then finding out that the foundation and the basis off of that was built off of manipulation and lies, and it not being something that was designed to withstand or to hold, because it wasn't true. And we do have the white rose energy that's more healing. It's a very strong symbol of Scorpio. I did pick that Scorpio energy up here with also Taurus too. And then I do get a mirroring energy with the Six of Wands that looks very similar to this card, but it having significant definition. And I did say that you and another person, you and your soul partner here, being very much alike, but also having very distinct paths. So a lot of you, Divine Feminine, have the Success card. I get that coming through, and this being Divine Masculine here. Take what resonates though. We'll go ahead and we'll leave this here. Given that we have 3 cards here, and that moving away from third party, and this being about 2 people, with this card, this Death card being added, I do get this also being about the 4 of Wands. And we do have that 4 energy that's here also too, to speak to that, and then also to the fire that represents you, or that you represent, I should say. 4 of Wands being also a twin flame card, but speaking to union, divine union, possibly new home settings, a beautiful sound foundation that's built on love, being celebrated also too, and that being a part of the inheritance, connected to a soulmate contract and ancestors, and what's meant to be. Let's get your U card for Leo. U card for Leo. U card for Leo. U card for Leo. Like I get to, you know, the truth being really important. And that being why the 3D didn't want to come in to interfere, to have any more confusion about what 3Ds, you know, would have one to believe. And it really getting down to that sun energy and that innate energy that I mentioned, and what's really coming from within, and living according to that truth, living according to your truth. And then in doing so, it's helping the other part of you as a soul to do that. And that being the transformative energy that we have here. U card for Leo. And then also why we have the strong Aquarius energy that's wanting to come through. So here we have the Hermit card. And this will be that Virgo energy with the 6 energy that's here. This can speak to the dark night of the soul energy, being in the dark, coming through some darkness, seeing the light, the sun, the sun. Where Divine Masculine, you know, may have made some choices connected to karmic partners with false beliefs. And in doing so, being with that karmic partner, being a part of, connected to some darkness, being in that darkness helped to see the light. So as much as the manipulation wanted to try to overtake and have one to believe something that's not true, it's being in that darkness where that yearning, the soul yearning for that light, for that happiness, for that joy, finding that discovery of where that light really truly is. Nines are about completion, and we do have that here with the Death card and endings, death and rebirth. The sun will be the rebirth energy also too. And then this will also be the Sagittarius energy. Very interesting that I put these two cards here connected together. So you have Gemini energy, Sagittarius energy. That's the polarity energy that brings about that purification with the polarization. Very beautiful. And I even see this being Divine Feminine, the light, Divine Masculine as the Hermit going through that transformative process. And then again, the confirmation of the Mercurial energy being here with this being a card of Virgo. And then it being related as the Sagittarius energy, polarized energy to Gemini, more Mercury energy. This is so beautiful. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. 9 is a great number of spirituality also too. That will be a part of that Sagittarius energy with being a great spiritual leader, healer, teacher, teacher of knowledge and wisdom. That goes back to the Divine Feminine. Free-spirited energy as well. So someone may have felt like they were in prison, being in that darkness, and that being that soul yearning of wanting to find that light, and they found it. So let's see what's at the bottom. 7 of Swords reversed. Revealing of some truth about the Hermit. And this will be connected to, you know, possibly the deception of the darkness that was chosen by Divine Masculine here. Connected to karmic partners. Three of Swords. Here's that Three of Swords reversed. Overall, Five of Swords of sabotage and selecting karmic partners and wanting to be deceitful about it. Maybe attempting to try to have the best of both worlds. And I don't even want to say that because that's not even relevant. Trying to hold on to the past, but then also want to have a step of the foot into that future also too. And I do kind of get that here with that 10 energy and that connect to the divine feminine. And the Sun card, the light, the Sun card being that energy of 10, with it being a card of 19 in the major arcana. So then the injustice energy, that'll speak to that too. It could even be, the hermit energy, divine masculine, may have found out about the manipulation that was spoken about here. Giving to a karmic partner that manipulated, even possibly family members as well. And then you have the Two of Swords here. But notice, I just feel like this was like a backfire also too, if there was some kind of manipulation to attempt to jade someone and keep someone from knowing their truth. To take away someone's power and sovereignty, or to try to, because you can't really do that. But as much as someone tried to do that, these two swords here are swords of truth. And that'll be divine feminine, divine masculine, like you see here. So very possible with this darkness and the unhappy energy, or feeling like someone was in prison, realizing that someone was taking from them as they were taking from a part of their soul, which will be divine feminine. This will be more air energy connected to the air energy of your polarity, but with this being here, it'll speak to that false truth of a pretender, possibly. It just takes me back here. And as I say that, this female energy has on white. So I also get that being about the perpetration, the manipulation of pretending to be someone that they're not. Pretending to be divine feminine. That's it. And then maybe stealing, lying, cheating. Like there's two swords here and then there's two swords here. These are in the hands of a particular person. It could be to, in wanting to perpetrate and pretend, not being able to touch these swords because they're divine. And that being the significance of the angel, the ancestors, and all that goodness. This being heavily illuminated also too. I get with the yellow energy, the solar plexus energy, but then it just going back to the sun and your representation. And I said that too. The innate energy of you and being in your power, illuminating the truth by you just being yourself. Calling to your soul and the other part of who it is that you are and drawing that in. And that being that's a part of what the Empress does too. They magnetize. So being more in your power of your divine feminine and just illuminating the truth of a situation, whether it wanted to be hidden or not. And we'll go ahead and we'll do this here. All right, let's get your major arcana. For Leo. Major arcana for Leo. Major Arcana for Leo. Okay, so this will be the karmic energy connected to this Three of Pentacles reverse and that 3 and that false representation, and why I didn't want to mention the Empress because this is minor arcana. But you see we have this here in reverse as minor arcana, and this will be a part of the manipulation to show someone portraying something that they're not and not wanting to end a karmic cycle, but the cycle has ended. So in someone not wanting to end, this being a sign of weakness here too, and that will speak to why it is that we have this relay of truth and the true power being in the sun of the upright energies, and what we see here as a part of you energy with the divine masculine, seeing the truth of a situation, and these being in reversals. This will be darkness. The lie versus the truth. So the Venus reverse energy too, that's just, I don't even want to speak to all of this. It'll be all 4 queens reversed, where I just get it going to the injustice, the third party, the karmic partner energy, the manipulation, the lie, everything here. Deceptiveness revealed. This will also be a 3 energy. So I get that being also too about how much the karmic energy really tried to hold on to something. It just isn't aligned. It's not meant to be. This is feminine energy. The reverse feminine will be right here with the karmic energy. The bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. And this is upright energy of the truth, of the 10, the abundance, the blessed, the gold, the golden energy. And who does this belong to? The sun, the sun, the sun. You. That sun card. The 19 energy, and this is major arcana. 19 energy, 1 and 9 creates the 10. We spoke on that, and then we also seen that here. Meant to be. This is what's meant to be. And here's that golden energy versus the yellow energy. That's kind of come through too. You know, we have the golden rays of the sun being you. It all being right here. The destined energy, the fortune, the true abundance, the true light. I also get this being about, you know, this being a relay of the truth, and now things beginning, and I said this before, things, the universe working in your favor because it's the truth. Let's get your final card. This has been just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful reading. Let's see if we can get all of this in here. Let's get your final card. For Leo. Final card for Leo. Final card for Leo. One card for Leo. One card for Leo. That's all I get with these two reversals coming through. Again, it'll speak to how someone has had a really hard time accepting the truth of something not being meant to be. You have a Fucus reversed, so that'll speak to also the strong Scorpio energy of Fucus being right next to Scorpio, and then also to Sagittarius. It says, we will show you. That's hiding and concealing. That's all I get here. Misrepresentation, emotional intelligence being important, connected to this, and that being about that innate energy from within and knowing the truth. The dark night of the soul, going deep within internally and finding that true light, being connected to you. Disseminating moon, you see wisdom, self-love. So someone who has to learn how to love themselves. Extending themselves and manipulating situations in order to find happiness, and that just not being the true happiness, and then that affecting other individuals here. Making very unwise decisions also here too, and I also see the healing energy in reverse here as well. Amending, reviewing, just not taking the time to really do what's necessary as far as order. And I just seen 10, 10, 37, 37. So we'll leave that there. Let's see what's at the bottom. And I knew it was going to apply to what's here with the wheel. We have Pisces. They say she a Pisces. Very similar energy. That's what I get here. It's the same format, same fashion. You being the end-all be-all as divine feminines here. And there being no more shenanigans when it comes to your destiny and what's meant for you and what's meant to be. So for Pisces, we have what'd you say? So, and then blue. Jesus, period. You're welcome. Energy of 12, and this will be the true 3 of the Empress. 1 and 2, creating a 3. So also speak to a new beginning and a new cycle. Very dreamy, imaginative energy, great manifesting energy, mastery of all 12 signs. Very powerful energy, and then the energy of blue being significant, connected to Aquarius as well. But we have that blue here. So that being the magic of the Pisces energy also too, and being very majestic to transmute that darkness as a part of one's soulmate to help them to discover the truth and the light. Beautiful. Pisces has a lot of love from within also here too. So I get that very strongly being associated with the innate energy and that true soulmate connect and the true love energy from the Two of Cups. And you see 2 people here. And then the Star card being blue energy also to that Aquarius energy wanting to be relayed. And that being the upright energy of the 11 that we got here. So Leos, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, empowering, and enriching here for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. Welcome to all new subscribers. And until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care and enjoy what's here and what's meant for you and what's meant to be. I love you all. Peace.